Hello everybody, I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. I've been stacking it up right here. I just knocked some over actually. What's the point of stacking it up, Spegtacular, if you're just gonna knock it on over? Well listen, there's a bunch on my table. I wanna talk about different things. I actually poured some really insane pieces of silver. I wanna show you some of this stuff right here. It's really interesting to me. And, actually I want to go through some of these Morgan dollars too that I just recently got, making sure all this stuff is legit. That's part of the process. Although I do buy from reputable sources, as a person that wants to preserve their wealth, I'm also going to make sure that this stuff is all legit on my end too. If everybody does that every step of the way, it just makes for a much cleaner environment, a community. I actually just got this today too. Look at this. 1921, really pretty Morgan dollar. I'm gonna take this out right here. Nice and neat. Got it from Wittercoin. He's actually over on Whatnot. So am I. If you guys haven't heard about Whatnot, you got to use that link down below in the description of the video to go ahead and get that $15 new buyer credit. Even if you don't do that, go over there and get in on some of the free giveaways. People have some really good deals over there. It's a good time. Can I just take like 1 minute and talk to you about the opportunity of Whatnot before we keep going? All right, so you are over on Whatnot. You use that link down below, you get $15 credit anywhere on the app. That's from me, that's from somebody else, in a show, out of a show, doesn't matter. You can get $15 off of anything in the app. It's kind of a crazy deal. It's a great offer. You got to take me up on this. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Look at my shows right here, just to brag a little bit. 402 reviews at a 5-star rating. That's pretty good. That's pretty nice. You can see that I have some shows coming up. Feel free to come over to my page, bookmark my shows, because I want you to be there because I do have giveaways for silver, many giveaways actually for free silver, and anybody's eligible to get that. All you got to do is be on the app, be sitting there, and I constantly am doing giveaways for free silver. You just sit there and you get the wins. It's wonderful. And when I do sell silver, I start out the auctions below spot. So I look and see whatever spot is at the time, and I go below spot. But look at these. Look at all these sellers of precious metals and other things. I like the vintage decor and the antiques too, so I do a little antique shopping. But you got a lot of people to choose from. And let's say that you're just looking for something real specific. You want to use that $15 right now for something specific. And you go over here, you go, you know what? I really want a 2024 American Silver Eagle. You type that in. Boom. And let's see what's available right now. We're going to come down to the products right here, and we're going to see, here's one for 40 bucks. Let's see if we can get a little cheaper. We're going to keep on scrolling. Here's a $37 American Silver Eagle. And remember that if you are a first-time buyer with that credit, that using that link that I just gave you, that's $15 off of that right there. And you can even make an offer and kind of like, get even a better price if you want to do that, and then still get the $15 off of that. It's a good time, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, just come over here and hang out with me. Get the free silver if you'd like to. Use that $15. Whatnot's a great app. I use it myself. I'm on there probably too much. I'm a little addicted to it, but I'd love to see you over there. And if you want to start selling, there's a great deal for selling too. Again, all you got to do is click on the same link that I'm providing you down below in the description of the video, whether you want to be a buyer or a seller, and you can really benefit from hanging out with Whatnot. So come on over. I'd love to see you there. Everybody that's watching me should be on Whatnot. There's no reason not to, because it's a great time. There's a great opportunity to use that $15 new buyer credit. All right, although Wittercoin is a reliable source, and I'm sure he checks all his stuff, I really want to, double check and, again, do my part and, check too. So I'm going to check this, and we're going to check all those Morgan dollars real quick just for fun. We got to go to this setting right here for the Morgan dollars. We're going to put this on there. Oh, yeah, we're totally good. Totally good. We can keep going. Let's see. It's so important. So important to check what you got going on here. These are mostly, I got these locally, these Morgan dollars and Peace dollars from different sources, by the way. Everybody's like, oh, where'd you get it from? I ended up doing just this big round. Kind of like this big, hey, we're going to go get some silver today. And I just go around to a bunch of local shops and I just get what I can. So I can't, like, once I bring these back home, most likely I'm not going to be able to pinpoint, hey, this one came from that shop, this one came from that shop. it's going to be too hard. But if there's a fake in there or a problem, I can be like, hey, got a problem here. One issue came up recently as I was going to my local shops, and I told 3 of the shops about it because I was like, listen, I cannot pinpoint that it happened at your shop, but I want to let you know about it just to make you aware. And it wasn't a fake piece at any it's fine. It was all legit piece. The problem is I was buying 999 fine silver, I thought, and when I got home, I had a piece of 925 sterling in the mix. Easy to make that mistake, right? And it looks silver. I mean, it looks the same, but obviously it's not as pure as 999, and there's a value difference there too. I wasn't upset about it or anything like that. It's just, I plan on getting a certain thing, and I just wasn't expecting there to be a sterling piece in there. If I was wanting to buy sterling, I would have bought sterling. That's not what I was going for that day. Not that it was a big deal, but it's just something I wanted to let the shops know about. Like, hey, just an FYI, it happened. I can't say it was your shop or that shop or this shop. Just letting you know that it did occur. By the way, as I was going to the shop, I get a lot of insider information by going to these shops. And a lot of times on my videos, I can do videos with the shop owners and get that insider information for you all. But in this particular case, I was talking to one of the shop owners, and I was, saying basically, how's business going? And they said, oh, business is great, except there's one thing that's different. And I'm like, well, what is that? There's not a lot of buyers. He's like, there's a lot of wholesale buyers, but not a lot of individuals like me or like you going in and buying right now. And I'm like, well, what are they doing? Are they just waiting for the right moment, you think? Like, what's the case? He goes, I just don't think that people have the money. I think that they're broke right now. And how interesting is that, right? First of all, it's sad. It's really, really sad that, Americans, because I'm over in America, we can't afford to go in and buy precious metals, which is an investment, right? It's a little extra. So, you're like, well, you can afford to buy food. You can afford to buy precious metals. Well, you need food. You need water. You don't need precious metals, right? Honestly, you don't. You can do without them. And so when you hear that, though, you're like, man, that's rough. That's rough. And, he doesn't know that that's the case for sure. He's just kind of guessing while there's a slowdown in the market. There's not a lot of excitement right now either. A lot of times you see something big that happens in the movement of silver, either up or down, and that causes some excitement. There's no real big news stories out there right now causing excitement. Just, little minor things, and nothing that's really, really piquing the interest of the general public. But people also just don't have money. They gotta worry about the needs, the house, the shelter, the food, the water, their children's welfare, et cetera, et cetera. Can't worry about this silvery stuff. Look at this stack I'm making over here. How far can I go before it jingas? How far can it go? Let's see. This is just what I gotta do, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta do this. I actually already checked these 2 stacks off camera, but this stack I did not check, and there was that new one that I got. So I wanted to double check that, and we're almost done with the unchecked stuff. Bada blammo, bada bang. One more. This could be the fake one right here. The 1881. What do we got? Boom. They're all real. All real. I didn't expect... What about this guy? What happened here? How'd that get lost in translation? What is that one? Oh, another 1921. Let's better check that then. There we go. That is officially the last one. And the tower is unjingled. We're good. New term I just came out with. Okay, and I really want to show you this poured silver that I have right here. I posted some kind of like some release photos over on Instagram on these right here. And people were like sending me private messages saying, I really want to buy them. I'm like, no, I can't do it. These are only going to be on Whatnot. This next coming up auction that I have on there. So if you think that they're cool, come over there and grab them. But to me, they're basically just modern treasure. You know what I mean? That's kind of the theme that I went with here. Can you enjoy that? The modern treasure theme. They came out really good. These are actually a little bit more difficult to make. I don't want to give away my secrets, but there are a few different techniques going on right here in the process of making this. And I went ahead and I went with the Roman numeral date across the top right there, the 2024. And there's a little bit of something on everything. Got the weights and purities, and I got my little symbol right there. And then the bottom kind of went a little bit, basic, except for I did do a little edge design right there. But I made a few of those, and again, those are a little bit more time consuming to make, but they come out so stinking cool, I think. Those come out, they're upside down. They're upside down. Here we go. Bada bang. I know a lot of you don't like poured silver. I love it. I absolutely am a fan of poured silver. If I ever go to a local place and there's poured silver, I'm grabbing it like every single time. Here's some of my little hammered rounds that I do. These are fun. Only real reason I'm showing these because somebody had said, "Hey, Spectacular, you're going to show the new pieces that you came up with?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll show them. I will show them." But yeah, people were trying to grab them from me early, and I was like, "Nope, can't do it. Only over on Whatnot." And what else do I got? I got a few of these that I like making, little deep stacks. They take a long time to make because each one of those little letters is an individual strike, but they come out kind of cool. Deep stack. And they're small, so they're not too, break the banky. Can afford them. They stack up a little bit. Kind of look nice, I think. What else? I got my little star right there that I made. Little antique star. Yes. What else? Some little classic skull and crossbone bars. I don't know. I love putting skulls and crossbones on silver because to me, silver is kind of piratey anyways, It has that feel to it, that little treasure. So I like doing I got a little domed piece right here I made. I love making these domed pieces. So much fun. So much fun. Anyways, yeah, what can I say? It's just an excuse to show off my stuff, huh? And I got a lot of these right here. There's actually kind of crazy how many of these were out there. I have one that was 1973 and a bunch of 1974s. Honest value never fails. And it has that little Constitution piece on the back right there. Says, no state shall make anything but gold and silver coin a tender in payment of debts. And we broke that, didn't we? Oops. The government said, hey, Constitution, doesn't matter what you say, we're going to do what we want. Apparently, I forget the state right now, but I think it was in February of this year, another state is basically recognizing silver and gold as currency. Again, putting it out there, realizing that is money. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I forget what state it was. Leave me a comment down below. You guys probably know. You probably checked it up on that and kept it in your memory. Here's one of my pieces from the Coin Guy 1 ounce silver bars. These are sold out, by the way. That's it. I don't have any more of them for you guys except for this one right here. This is the only one that I kept back myself. I kind of toned it up myself. And I signed it. I etched it. So that'll actually be on the auction coming up on Whatnot. So just for fun. Just for funsies. There you go. What, I got some Englehards over here. Those are pretty cool. Fan favorites. Bada bang. A couple of those. 3 actually. Got a Johnson Matthey. I thought this was funny. I told the wife about this the other day. So, I love grabbing this kind of stuff right here, this little fractional stuff, like when it's cheap. When they're trying to, make it to where these little 10th ounces are $7 each, I don't mess with them. But when they're close to the spot price, I grab them every time. Half ounces, same way. Love that stuff. But I thought this was funny. So here's a piece right here, a little 5-gram piece. And 200th anniversary 5-gram piece. I was like, this is kind of cool. Neat little piece. Got a little hole right there. You can kind of put it on a little necklace or something like that if you wanted to. But anyways, so when I was buying this from the seller, I was like, hey, let's throw this in the pot. You know what I mean? And what I had is a bunch of ounces and half ounces, and then this 5 grams. So the dude just didn't feel like doing the math on how much 5 grams was going to cost me. And he goes, hey, I'm just going to throw that in for free because I don't want to do the math on it. I'm like, hey, whatever else you want to throw in for free, man, I can totally dig it. If you find any more 5-ounce pieces you want to throw in, just let me know. let me know. These came out real cool. I know some of you guys don't like the Trumper. It is what it is. Look how cool those, I mean, those things came out quick, right? Somebody out there was jumping on the opportunity. They're like, oh, get those out. Quick, get them out fast. Look at that. You missed. Those are cool. Those are cool. And you know what? That kind of stuff will sell well. Whether you like it or not, they do sell very, very well. And it's just the way it works. I got some more junk silver. Big fan of that stuff. It's just a mess right now. I got to sort through this stuff, you know, kind of categorize it a little bit. But that's where I am right now. The what's it called? The poured silver. That stuff you can see on Whatnot. Some of this other stuff might be on there too, but probably most of it's just going to go into the old stack-a-rooney, because that's what I do. And I got so much I can show you guys. Actually, you know what I did? I'm gonna totally be open about this. Is I got a bunch of these things right here, these Philharmonic Wiener coins. You can see it says Wiener right there. So I'm not just being disgusting. It says Wiener. So just so you know. But I got these, and these things just spot up so bad. I mean, it's probably one of the worst coins, modern coins, for milk spotting. They're just notorious for it. It's a problem mint, if you ask me, that they can't figure this problem out and fix it. Because otherwise, they'd be okay coins. I mean, it says Wiener on there. I mean, it is what it is. But these things right here are just so milky, and I'm like, I just can't stand looking at them. So what I did was I actually toned up a couple. I think I showed these off in like a previous video. Toned up a couple, and then some I was like, you know what? Actually, not some, but like every other one. I was like, you know what? Those are just going to be melted. So then I melt them, and I form them into pieces that do not milk spot. They don't at all, right? Wait, what are you asking me? You're asking me if I can use the Sigma on one of my hand-poured pieces? Why? You don't think they're legit? That's what you think, that I'm not going to pour pure silver. That's what you think, huh? Okay, fine. I'll put the Sigma on it. That's just for you. Let's see. Let's run this thing. We got to run it. We got to do pure silver. 3 9's fine. Bada bang. We'll go to a nice flat spot. We're going to try it out. Boom. Pure silver, ladies and gentlemen. You thought I was selling you some cheap stuff, huh? Pure silver. Let's try another piece real quick. Let's try one of these right here. These are so cool. Look how the toning came out on that. Those skull and crossbones showing up. Oh, so cool. Put that on there. Pure silver, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Anything inside the brackets is pure silver. There we go. All right, anyways, I think I've kept you long enough. Long story short, really appreciate you for watching. Just kind of showing off that I'm still going. If you are in that boat where times are tough right now and you can't, see yourself buying this stuff, but you like watching the videos and you like getting motivated to one day coming back into the game, then be that person. Be that person that takes a little break, waits for the funds to, settle, wait for time to, kind of come back into your favor, and then slowly get back into it. There's nothing wrong with occasionally, when you can, maybe every other month, every 3 months, whatever the case may be, going to your store and buying 3 ounces of silver, 4 ounces of silver, whatever you can afford, And if you're going to be that person, by the way, depending on where you are, let's say you're in Florida, right? There's rules and regulations. If you go into a store and you pay under $500 for, and this is Florida only, but every state's different. If you go into Florida and you pay under $500 for your silver, let's say you just want to get 3 ounces of silver, you're going to get taxed on those. That stinks, because now that has to be kind of figured into your overall price. I don't like being taxed on stuff. But certain things you don't get taxed on. The old Morgan and Peace dollars, that's U.S. currency. No tax on that. You can go in there and buy one if you wanted to. Same thing with Silver Eagles. You can go into any store, buy 1 Silver Eagle, 2 Silver Eagles, and not get taxed on it. It's a wonderful thing. So just FYI, that's something that I'm making sure I do. I've walked out on deals before where I forgot that there was a tax situation. I'm like, oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Let me come back with more money, and then I'll do it and not get hit by the tax, because it doesn't make sense if you're going to get taxed when it comes to precious metals, in my opinion, my humble opinion. All right, this video is way too long. I appreciate you all for watching. I got to go for now. Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular is, I'm out. Look at the poker chips. Look at the poker chips. I'm out. All right, I said I was out, and then I'm over here showing off more stuff. I just thought it'd be kind of fun to show off some of my pieces that are of my personal collection that I really don't, sell or move or mess with. And I got this really cool piece right here. This tree, all made out of silver wire. Stinking awesome. I got one of my own pieces over there. I got just different odds and ends, really. Look how cool, huh? This spot right here is actually a little light. I probably got to come in here and kind of amp it up a little bit with some stuff. But all silver stuff and other things. Look at this. Have I showed this off before? This is actually a piece of uranium glass that I melted into just a kind of a little ingot right there. And then I put one of my pieces that I hand poured of silver down into with little radioactive symbolism on there, huh? Little danger symbols. I just thought it was great. There's some silver shot that kind of got stuck in the bottom there. And this, under a black light, if I had one right here, would definitely glow because it's uranium glass. So stinking awesome. Awesome pieces. They look good like that. Here's another little shelf right there. Since you want to get into the shelves. Cool stuff though, huh? It's one of my little pieces right there. Anyways, there's John 3:16 on a copper tablet that I ended up writing the whole thing in there. Pretty proud of that piece. Bada bang. Anyways, I got to go for now. Appreciate you all for watching. Spegtacular is out.
Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.